we have the final top 10% of men. These guys are all doing the right things. And simply, out of this top 10% of men, about half of them are there because they've just somewhat new to doing the right things. So these are the guys who, for example, they're quite young and they're still struggling with girls a little bit. You know, maybe they've got a little bit of attraction. They've got girls that Snapchat and stuff, but they're not the guy who's like fully pounding through girls and stuff because, for example, they've only been doing the right things for a couple of months. Or perhaps, and this is going to be, you know, hurtful, or perhaps they've just got very poor genetics and a bunch of guys are saying this shit of like, oh, well, you know, I'm only 5'3". Okay, well, you can still get into the top 10% of men if you're 5'5". You obviously have to bring some other stuff with that as well. So that's the top 10% of men. About 5% of these, so like half of the top 10% of men, are simply there just because they're doing the right things, but they haven't done it for enough. And then the top 5% of men are the guys who are doing everything right. The top 5% of men are the guys who are going to the gym consistently with a good workout routine. They've got decent nutrition. They don't smoke. They don't drink. They drink once every 3 months. They watch some educational content. They've got decent, like, you know, just acceptable genetics. They're not 5'2" or anything. They're not like weird fucking deformity or something. They're like, fair enough. That's the top 5% of men. And then this is, you know, a quote that I've liked, which is going to offend a lot of you motherfuckers. A quote which is going to offend a lot of you motherfuckers. If you're offended at this, spam 1. And if you're not offended, if you're actually inspired by this, spam 2. This is a quote which is going to offend a lot of people. It's a quote from this underground group named the Wall Street Playboys, like this very rich underground group, anonymous group. They've written a book, which pretty much none of you have read. I've read it. And it has this quote, which is so fucking good. It says, there is absolutely no competition to get to the top 1% of men because 99% of men are not even trying. But then when you're in the top 1% of men, to then level up through that and get to the top 0.01% of men, there is absolutely ruthless, cutthroat competition. So all of you anime profile pictures better be spamming 1 right now. All of you fucking black pillars, Hamza, I'm only 5'5". Be spamming 1 right now and say that quote offends you. If you're spamming 2, you've got my respect. If you're spamming 1, you're a pussy. Which one is it, boys? Because I remember reading this over a year ago and it deeply, I've got the book as well, the PDF if anyone wants it. This PDF fucking inspired me. It's like an underground ass group. No one even knows who they are, but like, you know, they claim that they're worth millions and they've wrote just books out for like advice on like how to make money, how to make your life more efficient. And that one quote saying, there is absolutely no competition to getting to the top 1%. But then after that, to go from the 1% to the 0.01%, there is ruthless cutthroat competition.